Did you know that Howie Morenz died weeks after suffering a severe injury during an NHL game? Howie Morenz is a name that echoes game. As one of the earliest stars of the NHL, Morenz's significance can't be overstated. He was a true pioneer, paving the way for future generations of hockey players. Morenz's impressive career is a testament to his hard work and dedication to the sport. With 3 Stanley Cup championships and 3 Hart trophies under his belt, it's clear that he was a force to be reckoned with on the ice. The NHL were a far cry from the polished, high-scoring game we see today. No, back then, hockey was a gritty, physical affair, and Morenz was right at home in that environment. With his lightning-quick speed and incredible 30s, the NHL was still in its infancy, with only a handful of teams and a relatively small fanbase. But Morenz's electrifying play helped bring attention to the league, and soon, the NHL was booming. He was the face of the league, and his star power helped attract new fans and talent to the sport. The NHL during Morenz's era was a very different place. The game was much more defensive-minded, with teams focusing on shutting down their opponents rather than scoring goals. But Morenz was a rebel, always looking for ways to break free from the opposition's grasp and create scoring opportunities. His playing style was incredibly ahead of its time, and it paved the way for future generations of scorers. In fact, Morenz was known for his incredible on-ice vision, able to read the play and find open teammates with ease. He was a true playmaker, always looking to set up his teammates rather than take the shot himself. And yet, despite his focus on passing, Morenz was still an incredibly prolific scorer, with over 200 goals in his career. Morenz's career highlights are simply staggering. He won 3 Stanley Cup championships with the Montreal Canadiens, and was named the league's MVP 3 times. He was a first-team All-Star 5 times, and was named to the second team twice. And in 1931, he became the first player in NHL history to score over 100 points in a single season. But what really sets Morenz apart is his incredible dominance during his prime. From 1927 to 1931, he was the best player in the league, bar none. He led the league in scoring 4 times during that span, and was named the league's MVP 3 times. He was unstoppable, and opposing teams simply couldn't figure out how to shut him down. Morenz's playing style was incredibly well-rounded. He was a threat every time he stepped onto the ice, with the ability to score goals, set up his teammates, and play a physical brand of hockey. And despite his small stature, he was fearless, always willing to take on the biggest and toughest opponents. One of the most impressive aspects of Morenz's career is the impact he had on his teammates. He was a true leader, always leading by example and pushing his teammates to be their best. And his infectious enthusiasm was contagious, inspiring his teammates to raise their game and strive for greatness. But Morenz's impact went far beyond the numbers. He was a true showman, always looking to entertain the fans and put on a display. And his incredible skills didn't just impress fans, they inspired a generation of hockey players to follow in his footsteps. Morenz's career was cut short when he suffered a severely broken leg in a home game against the Blackhawks on January 28, 1937. The leg was broken in 4 places, a compound fracture requiring traction whereby a weighted pulley with a steel pin was inserted through Morenz's left ankle that kept his leg straight for several weeks to allow the bone to position properly. It was generally agreed that the injury would end his career. A few weeks later, on March 8, the hockey world was stunned by the news of Morenz's death, brought on by complications related to his injury. 3 days later, the Canadiens turned the Forum into a shrine in honor of their fallen star. Thousands of fans lined the streets and crowded the arena in a tremendous outpouring of emotion and respect for one of hockey's immortals. Inducted into Canada's Sports Hall of Fame, Morenz was one of the first to be elected to the Hockey Hall of Fame when it was established in 1945. In 1950, Howie Morenz was voted the outstanding hockey player of the half-century by a national press poll. So what are your thoughts about Howie Morenz? Do you think he should or not be in the Hall of Fame? Write in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and click on the notification bell. And don't forget to click on the playlist above to watch more NHL Hall of Famers of his era. Thanks for watching.